Hello, true art believers, and welcome to tonight's live art stream. This is Pierson. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic, magical evening this Saturday night. Today, we're going to be doing just a really short drawing session. It's really late, and I just want to get my live stream in. Just a very short little live stream, just doing some quick 2-minute gesture drawings. And I know I've been doing this forever and ever 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 and ever. But the reality is, drawing is basically a series of just repetitions over and over and over and over and over and over again. It never stops. No matter how good you are at drawing or at your ability as your no matter how good you are with your ability as an artist, there's always another level to attain. So without further ado, let's do some quick 2-minute drawings. Okay, let's do a few things here. Make sure I got my stuff in order here. Got to get my camera all set up. It's all jiggly. It's all jiggly. So we're just gonna jump right into my gesture drawings. We're not even gonna do any like 30-second warm-ups. We're just gonna do quick, like just shotgun them all out. So it's gonna be about 20 minutes. Starting. Oh man, wait. Let's stop session for a second. Let's stop the session. And yep, okay, we're gonna start all over again, starting now. Oh gosh, this pose again. Anyways, without it, I don't know. This pose, I get this pose a lot, mainly because the website I'm using has the same. They just have like, I don't know how many. They have like a set number of like, what would you call it, like images that they can use without being like um, going on a copyright infringement, I guess. I don't know. And so I get this pose a lot. This guy. You'd think after seeing it so many times, I'd actually be better at it, but I'm not actually. It has to do with like just like the timing of it. It's an awkward pose. Every time I get it, I'm either I don't know. Maybe I'm just too tired or like I don't really have any good excuse to why I never perform. I don't have any good excuses. I just kind of like I'm just here and if it pans out, it pans out. If it doesn't, it does. And if it doesn't, it just doesn't. And more often than not, it doesn't pan out. Like this is it's a weird pose. This guy is sitting down and he's showing his back, his entire back, but his back's twisted towards the viewer, and he's like kneeling. So he's kneeling, but he's like twisting at the same time, which is very odd. And I don't know. It's not a good starter photo, a starter drawing. I don't know. It's not a good. It's not a good image to start off with. I don't know. Anyways, I'm almost done with this one. I have like 30 seconds left. I don't really, I don't really, I'm not too worried about it. That's what happens when when you start out raw, right? When you begin a drawing, okay. Now this one I can kind of make sense of. Let's see here. All right, so now I'm kind of warmed up. Not really. I'm not even warmed up at all. Not even warmed up at all. I just kind of here I am, and hopefully I'll be able to make some sense of what I'm working on. So this is what I don't like recommend ever, which is doing a live stream or doing these drawings. Like, how would I explain it? I don't like this pencil either. It's kind of like it's kind of like going, it's kind of like start like sprinting, right? Like sprinting in the sense that you you never just unless you're like at a fight or flight mode, a fight or flight mode where like you're being pursued by someone and you have to sprint to save your life. Um, this is awful, by the way. Um, if you were just like to randomly just start sprinting, right, out of nowhere, you could injure yourself, you know? Oh man, I am not. This is not my day. This is not my morning. This is not my evening. Oh, these are bad drawings. Okay, I should have just started with a 30-second. I should have done 30-second gesture drawing, but I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. It's whatever. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Well, no, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for time's out. All right. Now that I got my garbage drawing out of the way, here we go. Let's see. All right. We're going to try a different way. So this is weird where well, for me what's weird is I've always been like this where I'll be where things actually I think every artist will espouse this. They just won't talk about it in person or they don't talk about it often. Um where there's days where you're like really struggling to visually see things. And right now, what I'm using a different brush than I normally don't use, and it's like I'm not used to it. It's got like it's got like thicker lines. Okay, and there's days where you're really struggling, and I'm be honest with you, I just really wish I didn't have. I wish that wasn't me like 80% of the time. I wish my drawing was not garbage half the time because maybe it's the brush. The brush is like throwing me off. Let's try a different brush. Maybe something like that, or maybe scritchy scratchy. I'm gonna try this one. I know it's not much different, but like the way that it's tapering is bothering me. The way that the line's tapering for me is really throwing me off. I don't know why it is. It just is. So we're gonna try this. Unfortunately, not enough time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change gears. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna move. We're gonna pivot to like continuous lines because for some odd reason, well, it's late. I'm distracted. I got like things on my mind right now, and it's just throwing me off. So we're gonna kind of go continuous line motion. We're just gonna keep moving the pencil this time. We're gonna see how that works and see if that is going to do anything for me. I'm just trying to break free of this like subconscious like block that I have at the moment. So right now, what I'm having is just like some weird problems. I'm not able to draw today. Like it's just I'm just struggling. So in order to break free of that, I'm just going to have to draw garbage for a while, and that happens. Really, warming up is really important. You will have to go through some really bad motions uh, to get to the drawing motions that you need to be getting to. And right now, I'm having a lot of problems. Really, I am. I'm just like struggling today. Oh my gosh, everything's bad. Nothing's really good. Although moving the pencil around has been quite helpful. I think the his torso is a little thin, which means I got to bring his arm back out. And that's the problem with doing like these continuous line drawings like this is you get this area right here that's just like what is this mess happening here, you know? Anyways, um, rough day, rough start. It's gonna take me a minute before I really get acclimated to drawing. Um, Unfortunately, it's probably going to be right around the time near the end of the drawing session. Yeah. Man, I really hate it. I'm so sorry. I hate being that person. Oh my gosh. I hate being that person where like, oh my gosh, can't you just draw consistently? No, no, man, I can't. For some odd reason, there's these days where just things are like clicking. Like I'm just able to see form and or I'm able to think properly. And drawing's thinking a thinking institution. You're thinking. And a lot of people think like art is like this always this kind of like emotional thing. It can be, but it is also a thinking um an act of thinking. You have to process information. You're taking a a three-dimensional object and you're trying to translate it and make it look three. I mean, well, you're taking an image like this, a two-dimensional image like this, and then trying to give it the appearance of a three-dimensional image. Anyways, uh, it's just one of those days, man. Oh gosh, I really wish I had. I wish I was just more consistent. I wish that after doing this so many times, I would just things would just click. And possibly it's going to take me in like 1,000 of these live streams or 1,000 of these sessions to really have that like that day like that like epiphany moment like oh my gosh, this is it. This makes so much sense now. Um and oftentimes when I look at my when I'm doing my drawings, I'm not I look at them during when I'm looking at them as I'm drawing my image, I am actually not seeing. I'm seeing all I'm seeing is the flaws. I don't see the good that actually comes out of it. Um, what happens is after I won't notice the nice qualities that came out of the drawing until like the next day when I'm not looking at the drawing anymore, or when I've basically, what would you call it? What would you call it? When I forgot about the image, I don't know. When I've forgotten about the image or the yeah, you just don't when you're doing the drawing at that time, you tend to kind of fixate on all the negative things that are occurring at that time frame. You never really like give yourself like I never give myself like a credit when credit is due until like after the fact. Like tomorrow I might really enjoy I might think that this is a good drawing. Like right now, I feel that this is a good drawing. I think it's working. I think there's some nice qualities happening here. But it's taken me, if you haven't noticed, it's taken me like 4 tries to kind of really start getting the feel of things. Like it really has taken me that long just to kind of get that feel of like I don't know. I don't think it's proportionally he's kind of off quite a bit, but like as far as like a figure, that's a pretty good one right there. But it took me 6 tries. It took 6 tries just to get that, and that's where the quick gesture drawing, the 30-second gesture drawings come into play. The reason why I do those is not because I particularly like doing them. I do them because they they kind of get you to break free of certain things. They get you to break free. They really do warm you up. Drawing is a when you're drawing on these platforms, when you're drawing in general, you need to really warm up. Like you need to do stretches. Like it's for real. I'm not kidding. Like very few artists can like just dive into drawing. There's a few of them. Okay, maybe a lot of them can. Um, but I think I'm going with like the average artist probably needs to do a little bit of drawing warm ups before they actually go ahead and work on their artwork. Um, because it just takes a little bit of time for your hands and your eyes and your hands to kind of work in simpatico with each other, and for you to really see things. I'm slow. I am slow today, guys. I am so slow. Um, Using a different brush today. This is like a obviously this is kind of a reference to someone. Anyways, but yeah, you got to warm up. It's very true. This is my the eighth one. It's taken me 8 tries to really start to see things. And that happens. You're gonna have these days when you're doing your drawings and you're just gonna be like, fudge. So I have those days. I'm just a very inconsistent artist, and I've been trying my best to become more consistent. And I'm very frustrated actually, by the way, about this. I'm very like I'm like very upset that I'm not, even after doing these over and over again, that I'm not to where I want to be. You know, there's some things that are really, really good, and then there's some things that are just like really bad. And lately, it's just like you don't really you don't notice the improvements. All you notice is like the mistakes, and that's what I've been like kind of fixating on. Is I've been noticing like everything I'm doing wrong, but I'm not really like paying attention to like where the growth is. And I probably need to kind of sit down with a kind of like a bird's eye view and see what I need to be doing uh, more and more. Um, I think partially the reason why I'm not doing that is because that would involve like not necessarily being honest with myself, but like that would involve reformatting the live stream, and maybe that I need to do that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need to reformat the live stream. This is a terrible, terrible drawing. Jeez, this is a terrible drawing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Um, yeah, I really should. I really should have did the warm ups. There's something going on psychologically that's really bugging me. I really should have done that. Those warm ups there. I struggle at head so much. Like I just can't seem to get it. Anyways, I spent like 30 seconds drawing a circle, and I haven't even begun on the body. So that's what's happening. What I'm struggling is like I'm struggling today. That sucks, dude. This sucks. I feel so bad. I just feel bad today. This is not me. This is not me. This is an imposter. This is an imposter drawing today. Um, things are in my like things are distracting. You ever have those days? I'm just like one of those, just very distracted. Things are very distracting to me. I'm not I'm not even making any sense. That's what's so bad right now. I'm like I'm not even making like sense coherently. I'm like I'm trying to I'm trying to process too much information. Like I'm trying to draw here, and then I'm trying to have a conversation. I don't know. This is the weirdest thing for me. I can't seem to get used to the idea of doing two things at once. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't even get anything done. Like I got that head done, and there we go. And now we got this really terrible. I got nothing done. Like I got like a bunch of garbage. Like that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I did like two good drawings out of there. You know, two good drawings. I don't know. It must be just be. What is it? What does it must be? What is it must? What must it be? It must be the late nights. It's the late nights, um, complemented compounded by the the sense of urgency. So I have these. So this is I'm doing these late night drawing sessions, and it's the sense of being ill prepared. Um, so not only is it late, I'm also very ill prepared. There's a lot of mental fatigue going on, so I've I'm not running on all cylinders. When I do these late night live streams, I'm not running on all cylinders. I'm like super fatigued, and because of that, my drawings, my studies are actually they're just like garbage, and it just sucks that that's the case. You know, I just wish that I was able to kind of get past this, um, and it's frustrating. I've been trying my best, and maybe something's going to switch. There's going to be a like a like a trigger, right? There's going to be a trigger that that turns on, and then everything's going to make sense. You know, I really do think that's going to happen. I think there's going to be one of these days I'm going to be drawing, and all of a sudden I'm gonna have like this epiphany phase, and I'm like everything's going to be like really obvious to me, and I'm going to be like, what was I thinking? Everything I was doing was wrong, you know, and it's just going to be one of those days, and it's going to be amazing. At least I hope. At least I hope that's going to be the case. So this is like this weird. It's a weird drawing. Like there's like foreshortening happening. This guy's got his arm like this, and then he's got like a sword there or something. His legs doing something like this, and then his ankle is tilted like that, and then he's got these pants that are kind of hanging out right here, and then he's got excuse me, yeah, and then his hair. And he's got his arm here and stuff, you know, just stuff like that. You'd think after all this time, there would be what? I don't know how I switched colors, but I did. There would be some like improvement, but it really hasn't been very obvious to me. Um, it's going to be one of those things where it's just everything clicks. Anyways, let's call it a day. we're just gonna say that day 344. Yeah, yep, that's it, man. That is it. We're done. I'm gonna save it, and then I'm gonna sit down and think about what I'm gonna do about these live streams when I hit a drawing wall like this. And as I said, I'll look at these some of these tomorrow, and I'll think, you know what, some of these are not that bad. Some of these things, drawings, everything was kind of clicking for me, and then a lot of them weren't. So, like as I was saying, I think this one kind of clicked to me a little bit. I think I get it as a gesture. It's kind of nice, and then this one really kind of clicked with me. It just made sense. But like that one started to, that one kind of, but it took me a while, and I had to change brushes in order to get to that point. Anyways, let's leave it to this one or this one. Anyways, I got to get going. I hope you have a wonderful night. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and I'll be back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a early live art stream because I got to get it out of the way. I'm gonna have a busy day, busier than normal, and I won't be able to do my live stream in the evening, even though I don't even want to do it in the evening. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful night. This is Pierson. Cheers. Bye.